Well, hello everybody. I'm joined by Mike from Dà Mhìle. We are going to have a little bit of a chat just about the next spirits we've got lined up for you next week. So, Mike, welcome along.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming and joining me this morning. So, the three whiskies that you folks have got lined up for us, quite excited about them, to be quite honest. So, over to you to tell us a little bit about them.
Well, we have three organic whiskies. We're an organic distillery, so everything we do is organic. We have last year's single grain release, which is from a mix of bourbon and ex-Laphroaig casks. We have this year's uh, double sherry cask single malt release, which is just about to go. I think it's just gone on pre-sale, numbered bottles from 1 to 100. So that'll go properly live next week, I think.
Amazing.
And finally, we have a sort of future bottling of a 20-year-old organic Loch Lomond distillery single grain. And that will be bottled in the summer. It was a commissioned batch that we did with Loch Lomond, so it will be under our own name. And yeah, that's quite an exciting one. You don't tend to find many grains that old.
No.
Especially not organic. So yeah,
Absolutely. That's obviously for it to be called organic, it has to be completely traceable for life of the casks, the grain and everything that's all been used to begin with. It's
yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds pretty spectacular, to be honest.
So yeah, so the first two batches we did, the Soil Association were there in person to make sure it was done to specification,
Amazing.
and it was so strict that we had to waste a ton of grain
Oh wow.
just to flush non-organic matter through all the machines. So yeah, that was pretty serious. It's a lot easier when you do everything organic, I can tell you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And those Laphroaig quarter casks as well. I'm a big
Yeah,
fan of Laphroaig. I love their spirit, so quite interested to see how that's impacted on the whiskey for you folks. That sounds pretty impressive. That sounds pretty cool.
yeah, it's a lovely balance, sort of a light smoky peat flavor there. One of the limitations of organic, we're not allowed to dig up any peat.
Amazing.
Um, so using barrels with peated whiskey in before is the obvious way around it.
Perfect, perfect. Mike, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, like I say, quite excited about all three of those, to be quite honest. Very different whiskies, I think, that you've lined up for us. So quite excited to be able to get those out
Yep.
and share. And in particular for for you folks getting busier and doing things well at the moment that you are. So yeah, quite excited. So
Making brandy today, so
some brandy.
things
Oh,
are just
amazing.
kicking off behind me.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, so there you
Excellent. Good stuff.
go.
Mike,
Yeah,
thank you
three
so much.
nice.
Thank you so much for your time. And we will catch up properly next week.
We will,
Amazing.
yes, and
Have a great day, man.
have a merry old time.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.